Welcome back to Mac Talks Football, and Real Madrid have done it again. They have won another trophy. Their dominance across Europe continues. They have defeated Atlanta 2-0 in the Uefa Super Cup, and they have, as I said, won another trophy. Another trophy goes into their cabinet, and I think it was at the end it became very easy for them. The scoreline would say 2-0, but in reality it was quite an easy game for them. And Atlanta, they tried really hard to get in rhythm with them, to try to compete with Real Madrid, but Madrid were on a different level, and as I said, it became very easy for them. So let's talk about the game a little bit. The first half was in a way quite cagey. That I did not expect that to happen. I thought Real Madrid would come out firing, but that really did not happen. Atlanta was very good for the first half, and like they kept Real Madrid at bay. They did not let them score, but they themselves did not really score. In my opinion, they showed Real Madrid too much respect, and I think that's the reason that they performed that way. If they had tried to play it as like any normal game and did not show Real Madrid that much respect, they might have even to play a better version of football than they did last night. But what's done is done, and they decided to give them. I sort of understand that it's Real Madrid, but you yourself are a champion and you're playing in an important game. So I think that the tactics from the manager were wrong there, and that resulted in them getting outplayed. The match could have ended about 4-5 nil up if not for their keeper, and but I think that I would blame the manager, to be very honest. I think the tactics were wrong. As I said, there was nothing really happening in the first half, and the first big chance really came to Atlanta at the start of the second half, and I think that was the only real time that they came into the game. A chance from the corner, a direct looping header, and then it got saved by Courtois, and apart from that there was nothing much from Atlanta. It was Madrid all over all the way. In the second half they switched into third gear, and then the moves started to get made up, and chances started getting created, and they started getting closer and closer to the goal. Vinicius was the first one. A beautiful move gets played in from the right hand side and tries to score, but the keeper was there. A good save from him. One more time, I think it was again Vinicius, this time from the left hand side, and this time again the keeper made a save and denied him. Then finally he becomes the provider, gets the ball on the left hand side, breaks in, takes the defender with him, and then calmly slides it in on onto the feet of Valverde, and he just taps it in, and it's 1-0 Madrid. And the moment the first goal went in, you knew the game was basically over, that Atlanta were not really coming back, and that's what happened. 5 minutes later, about 5 minutes later, they get another chance, and this time it's Jude Bellingham who is the architect. He gets the ball in, plays a beautiful ball to Kylian Mbappe, and he scores on his debut. I mean, if the winning the Super Cup was not enough, getting Mbappe to score on a debut, it's a dream for every Madrid fan, and that has happened in that game. So I think it was a really good night for them. It was a good night for Mbappe, and it was a good night for Vinicius. But I think the best performance of the night, the player of the game, was Jude Bellingham, and he in a way gave a good a shut up call to his a lot of critics, me being one of them. His Euros were terrible, and a lot of questions were being asked about him, but he again has shown what a great talent he is. What he can do when he is in form, and I think it's more to do with him playing for England, playing for Gareth Southgate, that affected his performances a lot in the Euros, and the moment he comes back to Real Madrid, he again shines. I think Ancelotti knows how to use them. A lot of people outside know how to use them. It was just Gareth Southgate who did not know how to properly utilize him, and I think that is the reason that why he was not able to perform. But for Real Madrid, he was really good last night. He got the man of the match award. He is pulling the strings again this season, and I have already made a prediction that I think Real Madrid are gonna win the league again this time around, and I think he's going to be a very crucial part of it. Luka Modric, I mean, this is like his 25th major honor with the club, becoming the most decorated player in Real Madrid's history. What a servant to the club, what a superstar of a player he is. Winning, as I said, winning everything. He went almost now 8 to 9 years he has been at the club, and he is like he does not get old. It's like he's like fine wine. He keeps getting better with age. Every year he's there and he performs, and it does not look like he's 36 years old. If somebody who is not like a regular football fan, if he watches him play, they would think that he's like about 20, 24, 25. It always looks like that he's at his peak, and again last night he was again brilliant as well. So it a good start for Real Madrid. They have won the the UEFA Super Copa, cementing their place as the best team in Europe, the best champions in Europe as well. Atlanta, as I said before, I think the manager got their tactics wrong. They showed too much respect to Real Madrid, and I think this game, in a way, you can call it a friendly. It's still a trophy, but mostly like it's basically a friendly between two champions. So Atlanta wouldn't really mind. They would mind losing to Real Madrid, but like it's not really gonna bother them that much. They would have learned from their mistake. That's for sure. They are gonna be in the Champions League this season, so they need to make sure that they learn from their mistakes, and they can do better in the Champions League this time around. And I think it was a good learning experience for them, and of course the fans of both sets had a good night out, and Real Madrid fans because they won another trophy, as I said. And of course Mbappe, he scored on his debut as well, so it looks like he's really settling in well. And I like, it's Kylian Mbappe, what you're gonna say about it, a world-class talent, and he finally is at Real Madrid, where he has always wanted to be. And I'm not gonna they already look really threatening. They really look scary, and maybe again we are gonna be sitting here after another year, and we're gonna be talking about the European champions Real Madrid winning their Super Copa again. And because I as of right now, I don't see any club, any team who is gonna be able to defeat them in Europe, let alone in La Liga. I think they are gonna have an exceptional season yet again. So yeah, that was it from me. Let me know what you guys think of Real Madrid, and what you guys think of the game as well. How good was Jude Bellingham, and the prospect of Kylian Mbappe running wild in La Liga and Europe with the players behind him. I think it's gonna be really good. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Like the video, share it as well, click on the notification bell, and as usual subscribe to the channel. Until next time, bye bye.